wanted to be a student strengths coach because I think that understanding yourself and your strengths is so important and so vital in this world today. And just as you go about finding a future career and in college, understanding yourself is the first step. And so I remember when I first took the Gallup Strengths Finder after I got my results back, I was shocked that these were my they matched up perfect. That was exactly who I am. And I laugh now because of course that's exactly who I am. I'm the one who took the test. And so I think all it took for me for the strengths to really click and for me to actually want to pursue this program and dive into my strengths was for somebody to tell me that they're strengths and somebody to read about them. And so I want to be that person for another student who just needs to recognize that, hey, have these 5 qualities, but look at them as strengths. Look at them as relationship builders. Look at them as your ability to network. And so I just want to be that for someone else. An experience that would influence my ability to be a successful strengths coach. Last semester, as a freshman, I took advantage of the opportunity to study abroad, and I went across the world to Dubai and Oman and spent 12 days in the Middle East. And that was just the most eye-opening and gave me such a different perspective on life. It was a great experience, and I think that would influence my ability to be a successful strengths coach because that allows me to have a different perspective about life, a different cultural perspective, and I think that's something that's really important in this position because you're going to interact with all types of students, with all different strengths, with all different backgrounds, with all different ethnicities, and I think having that time abroad under my belt really, for me, it was a big culture shock, and I think I look at different cultures different, and I have a better acceptance for diversity, and just that experience really changed my life, and I think that would help me be a successful strengths coach. And then finally, how do my strengths influence my ability to be a successful strengths coach? Well, my number one strength is futuristic, and I think a big part about the Gallup Strengths Finder and this program here at UNL is these strengths are your future. You need to understand them now so that when you want a job in the future, you can apply these strengths, and in your interview you can touch on your strengths and you understand yourself. And so and then I have communication in my top 5, and I think that I can communicate with a variety of different people. I love to talk, and I would say I'm pretty outgoing, and I think that my strength of communication will serve me well in a strengths coach position. And then finally, I have a strength of self-assurance, and at first I was very uneasy about having self-assurance as a strength, and honestly I didn't think it was a very positive thing. Now, after understanding the strengths and analyzing them, I know that self-assurance, I'm proud of it. I'm proud to have that as my strength, and so I'm confident that if you give me a task, if you give me a duty, I'll get it done. And yes, so thank you so much for your consideration.